So welcome, this is Edexcel IAL International A Level May June 2020 or October 2020 paper of P1. First question, find the constants A, B, C. So what does that becomes now? 3 power 4, P power 4, Q power 8 times 2, P power 1, square root of Q power 8. Square root of Q power 8 is Q power 4 is A times P to the power of B and Q to the power of C. So now take the constants 3 power 4. 3 power 4 is 81 times 2. Then P power 4 times P power 1 is nothing but what? P power 5. Q power 8 times Q power 4 is Q power 12 equals to A times P power B Q power C. So 81 times 2 is 162. 162 P power 5 Q power 12 equals A times P power B Q power C. This gives me the value of A as 162 and B as 5 and C as 12. That's going to be the answer. Question number 2. So f of x is given, is asking us to write it in the completing square. So 3, negative 2 common, so it becomes x square minus 6x. So identify b term, so which is x square minus 2 times 3 times x. Add 3 square, subtract 3 square, which is 9. So the first 3 terms will become a minus b whole square, x minus 3 whole square minus 9. Expand it out, 3 minus 2 times of x minus 3 whole square plus 18. So it becomes 21 minus 2 times of x minus 3 whole square, where a, b, c are to be found. So what is a, b, c? A is 21, b is 2 and c is negative 3. Next part of the question, the curve with an equation f of x minus 7 crosses x-axis at a points P and Q and crosses y-axis at R. Find the area of the triangle PQR in M root n. So f of x minus 7. So first of all, I have got f of x as 21 minus 2 bracket x minus 3 whole square. So f of x minus 7, what does that becomes? 21 minus 2 times of x minus 3 whole square minus 7, which becomes 14 minus 2 bracket x minus 3 whole square. This is nothing but what? F of x minus 7. Now it crosses x-axis. X-axis means y equals to 0. So 14 minus 2 bracket x minus 3 whole square equals to 0. So 14 equals to 2 bracket x minus 3 whole square. So x minus 3 whole square equals to 7. X minus 3 equals to plus or minus square root 7. So x equals to 3 plus or minus square root 7. So I got two values, that is P and Q, and y-axis at R. So 3 plus root 7 comma 0 and 3 minus root 7 comma 0. P, Q. Now y-axis. Y-axis means x equals to 0. So plug in x equals to 0, 21 minus 2 bracket 0 minus 3 whole square, which is 21 minus 3 square is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So which is going to be nothing but how much? I plug in it y-axis at R. Y-axis means plug in x equals to 0. So what does that becomes now? 21 minus 18, which is nothing but what? 3. But that is for f of x. That is for f of x. But we are doing it at for f of x minus 7. So it is 3 minus 7. 3 minus 7 is nothing but what? Negative 4. So 0 comma negative 4 is going to be the value of R. Or else, if at all you don't want to do like that, you can directly try for what is as an equation. What is the equation? 14 minus 2 bracket x minus 3 whole square. We can directly do for that one. So in that case, what is that? 14 minus 2 bracket x minus 3 whole square. So y equals to, so plug in 0 over there, 14 minus 2 bracket 0 minus 3 whole square, which is 14 minus 18, which is nothing but what? Negative 4. In that case also r equal to 0 comma negative 4. Either you can do it out in f of x or in f of x minus 7. So r value we got it out. So now he's asking us to find it out the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is half base into height. Half base is the difference between those x coordinates, 3 plus root 7 minus 3 minus root 7, and height is the height of this r coordinate, which is nothing but what? 4. So it is nothing but how much? 4. So now plug in that one. Half 3 plus root 7, negative 3 plus root 7 times 4. 3 and 3 gets cancels. 2 half times 2 root 7 times 4, which is going to be 4 root 7. That's going to be the answer. Question number 3. The diagram is not drawn to scale. The design shows two congruent triangles AOC and BOC joined by the sector AOB. Angle AOB is alpha. OA equals to OB equals to 3. OC equals to 5 centimeters. Given that the area of sector AOB equals to 1.2, show that alpha is 1.6. Area of the sector. Area of the sector formula is nothing but what? Half r square theta. So half r square is 3 square. Alpha equals to 7.2. So 9 upon 2 alpha equals to 7.2. So 9 alpha equals to 14.4. Alpha equals to 14.4 divided by 9, which is 1.6. That has been done. Part B. Hence find the area of the batch in two significant figures, perimeter of the batch. So area of the batch. So what should I do it out? Area of the batch. For that, first of all, I should be knowing it out. What is this angle? COA. So alpha value, just now we got the alpha value as, so what is this? 1.6. Now because this is incongruent, so these two angles will be same. Let it be beta and beta. So how should I be able to get the value of beta? Beta equals to 2 pi minus 1.6 divided by 2, because total circle angle at a point is 360 degrees. 2 pi, so 2 pi minus 1.6 divided by 2. So it's going to be nothing but what? 2.34. That is beta. Now I am going to find it out the area of the triangle COA. Triangle COA, it is half times, you know it is 5, 3, and you know it is beta. Half times 5 times 3 times sine 2.34. So there are two such triangles. Now area of the sector also. Area of the sector, has he given already? Area of the sector is 7.2. So therefore total area will be area of the sector plus 2 times of area of triangle COA. So area of the sector is 7.2 plus 2 times 1 upon 2 times 5 times 3 times sine 2.34. Simplify that, you should be able to get that answer as 17.96. But he is asking in two significant figures, 18 centimeters square. Next part of the question, that was part 1. Part 2. In part 2, what is being asked? Find the perimeter. Find the perimeter. Let me copy down the diagram from over here so that it will be easy. So then he's asking us to find the perimeter. So first of all, perimeter is equals to AC plus CB plus arc AB. So AC is, first of all we have to find it out AC. So how do I find it out AC? By using the cosine rule. So AC square equals to 5 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 5 times 3 cosine 2.34. So AC equals to square root of 5 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 5 times 3 cosine 2.34. That's the value of AC. I have to find it out the length of the arc AB. Length of the arc AB is r theta. R times theta is 1.6, which is 4.8. So what's going to be the perimeter now? Perimeter is going to be 2 times of square root of 5 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 5 times 3 times cosine 2.34 plus 3 times 1.6, which is 4.8. So simplify that, 19.6 centimeters. That's going to be the answer. As he asking it out in any specific significant figures, one decimal place. So we have to write it out 19.6. That's the answer for question number 3. Now coming to the next question. Question number 4. Use algebra to solve these equations, and you should be showing it out all the working over there. So what does that means? So y minus 3x equals to 4 and x square plus y square minus plus 6x minus 4y equals to 4. So what am I going to do it out? Make y as a subject. So y equals to 4 plus 3x. Plug in y equals to 4 plus 3x in the equation. So I get it out x square plus 4 plus 3x whole square plus 6x minus 4 times 3x plus 4, or 4 plus 3x equals to 4. So expand that one. We should be getting it out x square plus 16 plus 24x plus 9x square plus 6x minus 12x minus 16 minus 4 equals to 0. So it becomes 10x square. 24 plus 6 is 30. 30 minus 12 is nothing but what? 18x. 16 and 16 gets cancels. Minus 4 equals to 0. Divide by 2. 5x square plus 9x minus 2 equals to 0. Now factorize this one. It should become 5x minus 1 times x plus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to either 1 upon 5, x equals to negative 2. Once I got the values of x, y equals to 3x plus 4. Plug in y equals to 3 times 1 upon 5 plus 4. So y equals to 3 upon 1 upon 5 is nothing but what? 0.6. So it becomes 4.6, or y equals to 3 times minus 2 plus 4, which is nothing but what? Negative 2. So those are the values of x and y. So the final answer is 1 upon 5 comma 4.6 and negative 2 comma negative 2. Question number 5. Figure 2 shows a sketch of the curve and it passes through minus 5 0 0 minus 3 and touches the point 0 comma 2. The question is asked, find f of x plus 2. X plus 2 means the graph shifts 2 units onto the left. So minus 5 becomes minus 7 and 2 becomes 0. So what am I going to do? I'm going to draw a graph with the same orientation, same direction, but it shifts 2 units to the left. So it passes through, this point is minus 7 comma 0 and 0 comma 0. Draw x and y and origin. Next one is nothing but what? F of minus x means it is reflection on y-axis. It becomes the left side part of the graph becomes on the right side part. The right side part of the graph becomes on the left side part. So this is reflection on y-axis. So I get it out over here 5 comma 0 and this point as negative 2 comma 0 and this is going to be negative 3. This is going to be the way how it is called f of minus x. Next part, the curve meets the y-axis at figure 3 part 2. Figure 3 shows a sketch of the curve y equal to k times of cos of x plus pi by 6. The curve meets the x-axis at 0 comma root 3 and passes through the point p comma 0 q comma 0. Find the value of k and find the exact values of p and q. So what is the equation of the curve has been given? Y equals to k times of y equals to k times of cos of x plus pi upon 6. Now for this condition, some condition has been given. It meets y-axis at 0 comma root 3. What is the meaning of y-axis? Y-axis means nothing but what? X equals to 0. Plug in x equals to 0 and it is root 3, 0 comma root 3. So root 3 equals to k times of cos of 0 plus pi upon 6. So root 3 equals to k times of cos 30. Cos 30 is nothing but what? or cos pi upon 6. Cos pi upon 6 is root 3 upon 2. So root 3 equals to k times of root 3 upon 2. Root 3 gets cancels. So I should be getting the value of k as 2. Got the value of k is 2. So what is the equation of the curve now? Y equals to 2 cos of x plus pi upon 6. Next part of the question. What is the next part of the question? It passes through the point p comma 0 and q comma 0. Find the exact values of this one, p comma 0 and q comma 0. So substitute p comma 0. 0 equals to 2 cos of p plus pi upon 6. So cos of p plus pi upon 6 equals to 0. So p plus pi upon 6 equals to cos inverse 0. Cos inverse 0 equals to nothing but what? 90. So it is cos 90 is 0. So you can take it out. 90 as 0. Cos inverse, let me write over here in the step 5. Cos inverse of 0. Let me create place for this page. So cos inverse 0 equals to nothing but how much? Pi by 2. So I am going to write it as p plus pi by 6 equals to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 2. General solution for cos is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 2. But any another condition has been given. So x lies between 0 to 2 pi. We should be getting it out our answers between 0 to 2 pi. So p equals to means p value and q value should be lying between 0 to 2 pi. Pi by 2 minus pi by 6. Now when I plug in n equals to 0, I get it out plus or minus. So I quickly add a page over here. So I get p equals to 2n pi plus or minus pi upon 2 minus pi upon 6. So p, when n equals to 0, so p equals to 0 plus or minus pi upon 2 minus pi upon 6. It gives me two values. 90 minus 30 is 60, and 90 minus 90 minus 30 is minus 120. So minus 2 pi by 3. Then n equals to 1. So p equals to 2 pi plus or minus pi by 2 minus pi upon 6. This also gives me two values. 360 plus 90 is 450. 450 minus 30 is 420. 420. So what am I going to do it out? 2 pi plus pi by 2 minus pi by 6. This value is more than 2 pi, so therefore I am not going to take this one. Whereas 2 pi minus pi by 2 minus pi by 6. So 360 minus 90 is 270. 270 minus 30. 270 minus 30 is 240. 240 is nothing but what? 4 pi by 3. So I am going to take these two values. So p value equals to pi by 3 and q value equals to 4 pi by 3, because these are the values which are between 0 to 2 pi. So finally I will be taking it out, p value as pi by 3 and q value as 4 pi by 3. I want the values of x. X values is between 0 to 2 pi. It is being given 0 to 2 pi, and so therefore x are nothing but what? P and q. So p and q also should be between 0 to 2 pi. Question number 6. A point A has the coordinates minus 4, 11 and B has the coordinates 8, 2. Find the gradient of AB. Give your answer in simplified fraction. So gradient of AB, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So 2 minus 11 upon 8 minus minus 4. It becomes minus 9 upon 12, which is negative 3 upon 4. Next, the point M is the midpoint of AB. L passes through M and perpendicular to AB. Find the equation of L in this particular form. So, part B, midpoint. midpoint is nothing but what? M, which is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, which is minus 4 plus 8 upon 2, comma 11 plus 2 upon 2. So which becomes 2 comma 13 upon 2. This is going to be the midpoint. Once I find the midpoint, perpendicular gradient. I find perpendicular gradient. Perpendicular gradient will be reciprocal and change the symbol 4 upon 3. Now equation will be y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1, x minus 2. So simplify it further, multiply by 6 on both sides. So 6y minus 13 times 3 is 39 equals to 8x minus 16. So it becomes 8x minus 6y plus 23 equals to 0. What I have done it out? I have multiplied by 6 on both sides. Why did I choose 6? Because 2 times 3 is 6, so that the denominator gets cancelled. Coming to part C, the point C lies on L such that the area of the triangle ABC is 37.5. Find the two possible pairs of coordinates of C. So what am I going to do it is, I'm going to draw a rough diagram or a sketch of the coordinates. A is negative 4 and 11, so it may be somewhere over here. B is 8 comma 2, so B may be is 8 if at all, then it's 8 comma 2, so B can be over there. So now this is the line joining A to B. Now what he says is that there is a line L which is passing through M and perpendicular to this. So there is a line L and passing to the midpoint and perpendicular to M. So it looks almost all midpoint over here. Then and it is perpendicular to AB, and this point is going to be nothing but what? M. Now what is that? There is a point C on L such that what it says, area of the triangle ABC is going to be nothing but how much? C is there, the area of the triangle ABC is going to be 37.5. So C can be either this side or to the other side. So that's why two possible values of there. Now so we know that area of a triangle is half times base is AB times MC equals to 37.5. So first of all, I will be finding it out AB. AB is nothing but what? Square root of. When I find the distance of AB, it will be square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Simplify that, you should be able to get 15. So what does that becomes? Half of AB is 15 times MC equals to 37.5. So MC equals to 2 times 37.5 divided by 15, which is equals to 5. So now MC, the distance of MC is nothing but what? 5, and the gradient of MC is nothing but how much we got it as? 4 upon 3. So it is what it is, almost all forming a right angle triangle. 4, 3, 5, it forms a right angle triangle, and it is going along the slope 4 upon 3. So rise over run. The slope is nothing but what? Rise over run. So it is rising 4 units and running 3 units. So therefore, in order to get from M is nothing but how much? What we got it at the point for M? We got the point for M was 2 comma 13 upon 2. So the rise over run is 4 over 3. So it go backwards 3 and come down 3 for the down point, 13 upon 2 minus 4. For the up point, go forward 3 and run 4, rise 4. So that's going to be the way. So it becomes negative 1 comma 13 minus 8 is nothing but 5, 5 upon 2 and 5, and 13 plus 8 is 21 upon 2. So these are the two coordinates of point C, either forward or backward. Rise over run, I have used the concept because our 3, 4, 5 forms a right angle triangle. Now coming to question number 7, the curve C has an equation y equals to 1 minus 2x. Sketch the graph of C. On your sketch, you should show the coordinates on any points of intersection with the coordinate axis and state clearly the equations of any asymptotes. So 1 upon 2 minus x. So x equals to 2 is going to be the asymptote. X equals to 2 is going to be a asymptote. So let us draw a straight asymptote. X equals to 2 is going to be a asymptote because the denominator, always try to make the denominator 0. That is going to be a asymptote. So it is in this way and in this way. Apart from that, y equals to 0, x equals to 2, and this point, where does it intersects? Y-axis. Y-axis means x equals to 0. Substitute x equals to 0, 1 minus 2 minus 0, so it becomes 1 upon 2. So this point is 0 comma 1 upon 2. Next, the line y equals to 4x plus k. The line C meets C at two distinct points. Show that. So y equals to 4x plus k. So 4x plus k equals to 1 upon 2 minus x. So 4x plus k times 2 minus x equals to 1. So multiply it out, 8x plus 2k minus 4x squared minus kx equals to 1. Then 4x squared minus 8x plus kx minus 2k plus 1 equals to 0. So write in a standard form, 4x squared plus k minus 8 times x plus 1 minus 2k equals to 0. So what does it mean? He says that two distinct points means discriminant is greater than 0. B squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. So a equals to 4, b equals to k minus 8, and c equals to 1 minus 2k. So k minus 8 whole square minus 4 times 1 minus 2k is greater than 0. So from there I get k square minus 16k plus 64 minus 16 plus 32k is greater than 0. From there, what do I get it out? K square plus 16k plus 48 is greater than 0. Factorize that. K plus 12 times k plus 4 is greater than 0. What are the critical points? Minus 12 and minus 4. So k is greater than minus 4 and k is lesser than minus 12. That is going to be the answer. Coming to question number 8, the curve has an equation y equal to x minus 2 times x minus 4 whole square. So that dy by dx equals to. So y equals to, expand first x minus 2 times x square minus 8x plus 16. Further simplify it out, it becomes x cube minus 8x square plus 16x minus 2x square plus 16x minus 32. So it becomes x cube minus 10x square plus 32x minus 32. So what does dy by dx becomes? 3x square minus 20x plus 32. Then the line L1 is a tangent to C at a point where x equals to 6. Find the equation of L1. So at x equals to 6, find the gradient. 3 times of 6 whole square minus 20 times of 6 plus 32. So how much is that? 20 is the gradient. I need to know the value of x also, y also. So we know that y equals to x minus 2 times x square minus 8x plus 16. So plug in x equals to 6. 6 minus 2 times 36 minus 48 plus 16, which is nothing but how much? 16. So the point is 6 comma 16 and the gradient is, we got 20. So y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So what does it becomes? Y equals to 20x minus 120 plus 16. It becomes y equals to 20x minus 104. Now coming to part C, the line L2 is a tangent to C at a point x equals to A. L1 and L2 are parallel and distinct. Find the value of A. So L2 is a tangent at x equals to A. So the slope of the tangent is nothing but what? 3x squared minus 2x 20x plus 32. But that the slope of the tangent is 20. But x equals to A. So 3x squared minus 20x plus 32 equals to 20. So 3a square minus 20a plus 32 minus 20 equals to 0. So 3a square minus 20a plus 12 equals to 0. So I factorize this one. So what do I get it out? 3a minus 2 times a minus 6 equals to 0. So either a equals to 2 upon 3 or a equals to 6. A equal to 6 was already, x equals to 6 was already considered. So only the answer is a equals to 2 upon 3. That's going to be the answer. So coming to question number 9. F prime x has been given, find f of x. So what am I going to do it at? First of all, simplify f prime x. F prime x equals to 27x square minus 21x cube upon 2 root x plus 5x upon 2 root x. So f prime x becomes 27x square minus 21 upon 2 x power 3 minus 1 upon 2 is nothing but what? 5 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2 x power 1 minus 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 2. Now I find the integral of f prime x dx equals to integral of 27x square minus 21 upon 2 times x power 5 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2 x power 1 upon 2 dx. So what does that becomes? 27x cube upon 3 minus 21 upon 2 times 2 upon 7 x power 7 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2 times 2 upon 3 x power 3 upon 2 plus c. So what does that becomes? Y equals to 9x cube minus 3x to the power of 7 upon 2 plus 5 upon 3 x power 3 upon 2 plus c. Now, but it has been given that it passes through the point 9 comma 10. So plug in 10 equals to 9 times 9 cube minus 3 times 9 power 7 upon 2 plus 5 upon 3 times 9 power 3 upon 2 plus c. So from there directly I'm writing it out. C value will be getting it as negative 35. So what is the equation? F of x equals to 9x cube minus 3x to the power of 7 upon 2 plus 5 upon 3 x power 3 upon 2 minus 35. That's going to be the answer. So that completes the paper. See you in the next paper. Bye.